Hello, where do you come from?
Ireland.
Ireland. It's good to meet you.
You
You're a Zulu
too.
man. You've got a Zulu husband.
Zulu?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Zululand.
Mazululand. Right. Thank you very much.
Listen.
Good afternoon again.
Pilanesberg Game Reserve is one of the many game parks in South Africa that can be visited all year round. It is located close to the Botswana border in the north of South Africa. Although not the largest park in South Africa, it does have all the big five animals.
Where are you going now? When you see a big elephant, lions and all that stuff. Okay, see you when you come back. Okay. Alright.
All the animals roam freely throughout the park.
Pulling the signs on there. This rare footage is of a black rhino, which can be the most dangerous animal you're likely to meet. He can outrun a vehicle, and with his massive strength, when confronted with a vehicle, he could do serious damage to it and to its occupants. Here we have the lions taking an afternoon siesta before setting out for their nightly hunt. This fellow over here is called a warthog and is not a boar like some people would call it. Here we have some hippopotamuses taking their afternoon swim. This here is a wildebeest in the shade hiding away from the scorching heat.
To 6 in the morning. We're out of our noodles and we're going for a 4-hour bushwalk. How's that for crazy?
You guys are going to be going to a place called Leeuwfontein. It's a pretty good area, a couple of thickets and that sort of thing. If you're lucky, you'll pick up black rhino and white rhino, and then there might be a lion in the area as well. So you could be having fun and games with this particular camera, that's for sure.
Yeah, so we want to take the smaller one.
I recommend taking the smaller camera, yes. I think it would probably be a wiser idea.
Well, good morning. Huh?
It's not really a good morning, we got woken up early.
Yes, 10 to 6 in the morning. Well, Ryan, you're used to this up in the morning early.
Don't believe it. Something I try to avoid with a passion.
Up at 5 o'clock.
I don't mind it out here, but at home it somehow doesn't come to me so easy.
I know the honeymoon is at the bank still. Tired,
Fine.
Somewhere good people.
This game tracker was full of useful information with regards to the wildlife. He explained how animals could be tracked and identified by their droppings.
And also they love to be, especially in areas where you find a lot of nutrients in the soil, obviously because of the downtime.
This is one of the best ways to experience the bush, because when you are out there amongst the animals walking, your senses are heightened and you are constantly alert of what is happening around you, as there is always most certainly a sense of danger. When on a walk like this, there are certain rules that have to be adhered to, and it is only permitted to be done with professionals. This tree over here has a poisonous milky substance that if it got into your system would cause blindness.
This white milky latex, very poisonous. Goes in your eye, you can go blind. So it's quite serious poison. Also in the olden days, your special bushmen used to use it for their poison arrows. Take some of this white latex and mix it with milk. White rhino can go about 2,000.
When on a bushwalk like this, most animals would sense humans in the area and are therefore very well hidden.
Little eggs in there. See how it adapts to its surrounding. So they do get different type of colors, but that's just how they adapt to their surroundings that you're paying notice.
According to our tracker, one must never approach a hole in the ground like this from the front. Luckily for us, the animal who lives here decided to not be at home when we called.
That's why if one hole like that, never approach it from the front.
This centipede is called a shongololo, and the tribes people here in South Africa believe that if stood on, it would cause it to rain.
Just your wild mint, one of your herbs you get over here. You can basically use it for anything you use herbs for. Tea.
The tracker over here explains to us about how trees protect themselves from predators. He told us a number of stories of how the trees communicated with one another and alerted each other to dangers. He informed us of research carried out in other parts of Africa where similar trees gave off a toxin which resulted in animal deaths due to overgrazing.
You get that message coming through basically telling them, look, trouble on my side. So in a matter of few seconds the whole tree increases the tannin. And obviously some of it, pheromones that won't just stay in the tree, some will go on with the wind. So the tree growing close to this one also increases tannin. So that's why browsers always browse upwind, because all the trees downwind is full of tannin, but the trees up, we don't know what's going on. So it's just nature's own way to make sure that animals don't start at one place and eat their way through. Now these trees with the small leaves, basically what will happen is the amount of tannin inside these leaves is quite minimal. Alright, so it doesn't actually affect the animal that much. So the tree had to think of another way to protect himself, and that's where you get the thorns. Basically a thorn used to look exactly, a thorn is basically a modified leaf. It used to look exactly like this. There you can hear that, two birds. A thorn used to look exactly like this. And then what will happen is by the time all those leaves will get together, they will die off, and that's how you get this white thing. And nothing will grow out of a thorn. So nothing will grow out of a thorn, nothing will grow out of a leaf. That's why all these thorns are dead. So that's the tree's another way of defending himself. Then you get the other way, another defense mechanism is a spike. Now like I said, a thorn is a modified leaf, a spike is a modified stem. So it's basically pieces of the branch which actually got the sharp point. And you can see also on the spike you get nodes and internodes. So you'll still find things growing out of a spike, but nothing will grow out of a thorn. And this is any 4x4 driver's worst nightmare. It's a bush they call a sickle bush. A sickle bush, also known as a Chinese lantern. It's just like, I don't know, the flowers look like little Chinese lanterns.
Yes.
And they basically take over, especially where it's been overgrazed and also where the soil is in a bad condition. These guys will take over.
So it's 9 o'clock in the morning, 3 hours on, and we're having a break here in the bush. Which one?
Whoops.
We had our bush breakfast, right?
What case was that? 375. So that'd take down an elephant.
If you eat the brain.
If you hit the brain.
Otherwise you're gonna have one really pissed off elephant. And it's not so hard to eat, not so easy.
So you'd have to hit him a few times.
If your first shot is fine, it will drop him right there.
Good shot.
Sikelele Afrika aluphakanyeso phonolwayo ivaye mithandazo yethu Nkosi sikelela thina usapho lwayo urena buluka setshaba sa Yesu ufelise tintwale matswenye usebuluke setshaba sa Yesu setshaba sa South Africa edi blou van ons Jemen edi diepte van ons ons gebergtes wat die glanse antwoord gee. Santa calls to come together and united we shall stand. Let us live and strive for freedom in South Africa, our land.
Well, I have here the honeymooners. Are you enjoying your honeymoon?
We are.
Yeah, it's fine.
And
Mum and Dad are with.
Yeah.
last night we were on a night safari, and it was quite interesting. What was the highlight?
The lion kill.
The lion, well
the
they
lion.
didn't do a kill, but watching the lions eat the food that was put out for them, and the poor lion being darted. Shame. That was the highlight. Never seen it before.
And then it being dragged away in the van. Never been that close to a wild lion.
It was in the back. It was in the
How
back.
many lions were
Mind you,
there?
we have
You counted the lions.
10 lions.
10 lions in total.
They're the only insect that can turn their head like a human does.
The night safari commences just before nightfall. During the daytime, most animals sleep and keep out of the sun, but at nighttime the park comes alive with most of the animals.
Alright, now how do you tell the difference between male and female? 3 methods. 2 easy, 1 not so easy but quite accurate. Alright, if the stallion's going to the loo, he's got 5 legs instead of 4. That we can see easily. And if there's a foal suckling, I hope to goodness it's suckling from its mom. Okay, that's pretty obvious. If you can't see that, look for what I call the costume effect. But with zebras, it's the opposite to most human beings. Because here you find the stallion, the male has got the G-string, and the female's got the tanga. What I mean by that is underneath the tail, running vertically downwards from the anus between the back legs, the male's got a very narrow stripe, and the female's got a very broad stripe, both black in color. Guys, just look at these birds coming through here now. All sacred ibis. Coming into roost. These animals move vast distances.
These shots of the lions could not be viewed by the naked eye, but Paul managed to capture it on camera. The lions here are being enticed by the game rangers. They have put a kill out for them to attract their attention. In slow motion, watch the lion on the left of the picture, and you will see a dart strike the rear leg. Apparently the game rangers periodically capture the lions to check for TB, as this is one of the biggest killers amongst lions. The lions are also branded for individual identification. To capture a lion, you have to put her to sleep, which would be done by a tranquilizer dart.
Hantutumule, hantutumule, hantutumule.
Has it just been branded? That's fine then, Nick.
Shame, they're so nervous.
I'm sure we're not going to be too much of a threat.
My God, 2 gallons.
But more actually.
3 gallons.
Now just you'll see that that's the vaginal opening of the female underneath. You'll see it's right underneath her body. And that's why when elephant bulls mate, you'll find their penis is actually over 6 foot in length. And it's sort of recurved itself because, and it's also prehensile, it's movable, they can move it around. Because they obviously can't see it, where they're putting it type of thing, so they've actually got to feel. And that's why you actually saw it there. But it's amazing how they realize the light attracts the insects. Bats have the so-called very, very poor sight. But then they use echolocation just to find where they're going. What they do is they send out a very high-pitched beam of sound that we can't hear. And as soon as it hits the insect, that beam gets reflected back to the ears, where the ears actually pick it up. And they're actually able to determine distance, size of the insect, etc. from that actual beam. And there's actually some school of thought that the bats can actually determine species of insect as well from the strength of the echo coming back. In the middle of my torch, he's literally in the middle of the bush there.
But they also stick to the same tree, don't they?
Sometimes they do move around a bit though.
His toes is high now.
So you see, I wasn't talking nonsense. I can find chameleons at night. Alright. Good evening, gentlemen. How are you?
She wants an air conditioner.
Huh?
Good idea, Paul.
Yeah. Air conditioning and flushing.
My ideas are very, very insecure at the moment.
This one over here at the bottom is much.
What's that? What's that? It's a camera. The guy's looking so funny. Why?
All right, man. Listen, it's just that combi that's going to come here. We're just coming with them and we're going out to Bakaboom. Paula, did you do this on a timeshare or?
Sherry knows.
recognize the buildings.
That can be
Oh, there's a beach and everything. Yeah, I think they probably do a
It's not the Australian beach. It's the Caribbean.
it's Echo Beach. Het is wat voor iemand.
City is the Las Vegas of South Africa. It is located beside Pilanesberg Game Park. Lost City, which is situated inside Sun City, would be for the rich and famous and is dripping with wealth. This is a paradise oasis and it caters for those who wish to gamble, play golf, partake in water sports, etc. There are a number of hotels on offer, the most expensive of these being the Lost City, as filmed by Paul and Brenda, who managed to get permission to enter this luxury hotel.